All right, guys, how's it going out there? Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com. And this is one that I've had some people asking me about when I was going to get around to doing a video on these. I've had them stacked up here for a while, but just got around to getting one done up and tuned up and optimized, if you will. RCI 69 base plus. I say plus because it's the second version of the RCI 69 base plus. Now I'm sure there's been some other people do videos on these, beat me to the punch. I'm a little bit slow on this sometimes. Maybe some folks showing the inside of the radio, even some people that do those very exciting unboxing the radio videos, if that's your thing. This is not going to be that type of video. What we're going to be doing in this video is just doing a brief overview, talking about the controls. We'll talk about some of the differences in this version and the previous version, and we'll just do a performance test on the radio, showing the output of it on AM, sideband, peak, and average power, what have you. Again, this is the second version of the 69 base plus. As you can see, there's some differences that are pretty clear from just looking at the front of the radio, and that's the white LED display for the channel lights, which looks phenomenal, along with white LEDs in the meter lights, which also look good. Same classic style, dual handlebar, dual meter, flip switches right here, what have you. It's going to be similar output to the other 69 base, the other 69 base plus, the first version, if you will. Now, something else Ranger did to improve on this, to make it a more robust version, they added a dual fan kit to the back. So now, the three premier base stations from RCI Ranger now all have dual fan kits on the back. The RCI 29 base, which is the small one that looks like a 2547, dual fan kit. RCI 69 base plus, dual fan kit. RCI 2995 DX HP dual fan kit. A must on these radios. So very happy to see that they did that. If you have an original one of these, the first version, and you need a fan kit, I do have some fan kits. I believe that they either are here or they should be here this week. And they may fit on there. I'll have to check and see if they fit on there. But if not, I'll get ones that do fit. Beyond that, the internals of the radio, they've upgraded to a more robust power supply and just an overhaul of the quality control of the inside of the radio. Just basically tried to troubleshoot any places they were having issues with the radio on the inside and address that, along with the power supply being a main section for that. Now, upgrades to this radio. This radio that you're seeing this video, when you buy one from roostercb.com, tuned, ready, optimized, whatever you want to call it, this is the performance you can expect. I also sell them stock, untouched, if that's your preference. I don't mind selling them that way. You're welcome to buy one either way. Your results may vary if you get one from somewhere else. Hey, they may do a little better, they may do a little worse, but what you see in this video is kind of the bar for what you can kind of expect going forward. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less, just depends on the radio. They are all just a little bit different. But that's how they'll come when you buy one from roostercb.com when we get into the performance side of the video. With that being said, let's talk about some of the features on it here. There's no need to drag this out. Obviously, your on and off switch over here. You guys go. Let's turn the radio on, and then we'll just talk about the controls from left to right. Your meter functions here, your SWR, calibrate. When you have it in calibrate, you do this until it goes over to set. Flip your SWR up, and there you go. You've checked your SWR. Noise blanker, A&L for your receive, Roger beep. NF, which I believe people like to use on sideband. They primarily like the way that function works on sideband for your receive. High and low for your band switch. Channel selector, obviously. Mode switch over here for AM, sideband, CW, FM. Variable RF power here. Down the bottom, fine and coarse for your frequency, clarifier, volume up and down, squelch. 5 digits on the freak counter, by the way. If you're primarily a sideband operator, this radio will work fine on sideband, but I would consider the 2995 as it's more of a sideband oriented radio. Time and echo, has a nice echo board in it, sounds great.
Audio, check, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, audio, check, check, check. Reverb, 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 audio. 1, 2, audio, check. 1, 1, 2, audio, check. 1, 1, 2, audio. 1, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Radio check, radio check. Radio check. Radio check.
So you can see, got the quality Ranger echo board in it. Mic gain, RF gain, pretty self-explanatory. Variable talkback over here.
Check, check, audio. We can turn it up to where it knocks us out of the chair. Audio.
And that's the mic gain wide open with a Superstar mic. Still not getting any feedback. So a real nice talkback circuit. There's your dimmer. If you don't like the brightness of the lights, you can always turn it down a little bit. Let's make it where it doesn't shine there. And that's pretty much it. Internal speaker over here. Dual fan kit on the back. And, yeah. That's pretty much an overview of the front of it. Now, what everybody's wondering, the performance of it. So let's get into what one will perform like when you buy it from me. This one is already sold, and there should be another one coming up this week that has already been sold as well. So I've already had 2 people prepay for these. They didn't care for the wait, told them it'd be a couple of weeks, what have you. They didn't care, so let's get into it and show you what this guy is capable of. We're going to be using a 500 watt slug for our test here. We're just going to key up. This is average power. So we can go from way down low. And the way this one's set, up to about 20 watts dead key. This is average power. Again, middle scale. Hello, audio. Audio. 65, 75 watts average all the way up. All the way down from nothing. Hello, audio. Audio. You lose a little bit of it, about 25 or 30, but let's say we want to go halfway. Hello, audio. There you go. 60, 70 average. Now, PEP on AM, or peak power. Middle scale. So 10 is 100, 20 is 200. Check, check. Audio, 1, 2, 3. Audio, 1, 2, 3. Audio, 150 watts, PEP. Audio, check, 1, 2, 3. Audio, check, 1, 2, 3. Now, all we're going to do is go to upper sideband. Check, check, audio, check, check, audio, check, check, audio, check, check, audio. About 125. Now, if you guys want to know what it does on FM, let's start out with our RF power way down low. And it'll go way up high. There you go. About 50 watts if you want to crank it all the way up on FM. Or anywhere in between. So, there you go. That's your FM variation right there. So, that's the performance of it. Now, people ask about additional mods to be done to the radio, such as final changes, max mods to replace the stock regulator, things of that nature. Here is my take on that with base radios, this radio, RCI 29 Base Plus, the 2995. You may find some people that will tell you that they do recommend final swaps, regulator upgrades. I personally do not, and the reason I say that is because when you change out the AM regulator, change out the finals, upgrade it to something else, it's going to do more power. What does it do when it does more power? It puts more strain on the power supply. So my recommendation is to have a good tune done on it, such as the one in this video, and not to go changing finals, regulators, things of that nature, because it could end up leading to a power supply failure. You gain a little on the front end, and they end up losing on the back end because your power supply ends up failing because your radio's doing too much power. That's my personal opinion, guys. Take it for what you will. Wrong, right, what have you. That's my advice. So from me, I will not be offering them with final changes, regulator changes, things of that nature. They'll be offered this way, which is tuned, optimized, and they'll be offered stock, which is the box has never been opened, unmodified radio. But I hope you guys enjoy the video and enjoy my spin on the RCI 69 Bass Plus. Again, well done by Ranger. I believe this is a rock solid radio now. The changes that have been done internally, externally, fan kit added, which was a must. The looks of it with the white LEDs, it just does a lot for the way the radio looks. Just an excellent performing radio. And if you're interested in this one, they will be on my website, roostercb.com. Again, I've got a couple that have already been paid for, but we will be having more in the future. Appreciate everybody. Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com, RCI 69 Bass Plus from Ranger. Thanks. See you guys. Bye-bye-bye.